You were down early.
At what time did you return home this morning?
You mean you weren't monitoring my every move?
I was disturbed by the buzz of your infernal Japanese sports car, but someone had purloined my alarm clock.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I must have put it in a drawer yesterday when I was dusting. Actually, I got to bed quite early. Shall I make a pot of orange pekoe?
I've had my breakfast. I had to get it myself. Don't get dressed. Come and help me with these election addresses.
Sorry, Daddy, I have to get back to London.
But I have to stuff 500 envelopes.
Then you have to stuff them yourself.
You don't realise how painful is the simple act of inserting election addresses into envelopes.
If you don't agree with her policies.
You know perfectly well I'm referring to my poor arthritic fingers.
Then don't bother, Daddy.
Don't bother. You're trying to elect a member of Parliament, not a Miss Dorking.
But, Daddy, the Conservatives are defending a majority of 22,379.
We owe it to our party not to let that margin decline.
Your party.
What's that?
I am not now, nor have I ever been, a member of the Conservative Party.
But you've always voted Conservative, haven't you?
How I vote is between me and the ballot box. And I happen to think that Neil, Mr. Kinnock, is a very charming man.
Neil?
He was at our table last night at the Daily Star Pop Video Awards dinner. He was very witty.
This from a girl who could play Rachmaninoff's third piano concerto at the age of 12. Of course, the whole thing became inevitable once Harold Wilson gave the MBE to the Beatles.
Oh, and I'll have my usual 3 nuns ready rubbed.
Would they be Anglican nuns, Vicar, or are you feeling ecumenical this morning?
Grace, you've subjected me to that same joke once a week for 15 years.
Ditto your sermon, Vicar.
Well, God's message is unchanging from generation to generation.
'Tis with you in the pulpit.
Then you'll be very pleased to hear, my dear, that I shall be delivering an entirely new sermon this Sunday against the establishment of a germ warfare research institution within these very parish boundaries.
Nonsense.
Morning, Mr. Purcell.
Black propaganda put out by a desperate if witty opposition. Good morning, Mrs. Beckett. Becker.
Good morning. Well, I had it on strictest confidence from one of my parishioners who's very well placed in the Ministry of Defence.
Did you? Then it's fortunate we're not all of the Catholic persuasion, or we might find the more salacious bits of our confession serialised in the church magazine. I trust I can rely on you both for your votes in the forthcoming by-election.
Oh, Mr. Purcell, I didn't know you were standing.
I am but a humble canvasser. Not that I did not once contemplate a political career, and I like to think that had I given up my service to the community as a head teacher in favour of a wider service to the nation, I would have acquitted myself well.
Well, I'm not sure.
Not sure about what?
Well, the church's mission is a mission of peace.
As is that of our Conservative Party. But you can't have peace without a damn good army to let the Ruskies know you mean business.
Oh, so the rumour is true?
Certainly not. If it were, I should be one of the first to know with my military contacts.
Well, if you're positive.
Absolutely. The election address opens up to a rather fine picture of our candidate shaking hands with Lord Helsham at the Young Conservatives annual conference, if you care to display so. Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, Mrs. Beckett, I nearly forgot. Have you my copy of NME?
Oh,
Must see how Belinda's song is selling.
that's it.
Okay. Are you familiar with Kiki D, Vicar?
No, I've never subscribed to the martial arts.
Yeah, the speed these things grow, you want to eat them really fast. Otherwise, they will completely take over this whole place. Can I have a cigarette? Developing symptoms here.
Marvin, I feel like a pusher.
I really do smoke less this way.
Am I doing with a neurotic, vegetarian, nicotine-addicted, eatable Jewish lyricist in what you call a basement walk down in Kennington?
You are making a name for yourself. L'chaim. Can I get you one?
I'm fine.
Oh, hey, I got something I want to show you.
I've seen it. Anyway, we're supposed to be working.
I've decided the time has come to buy an apartment. I've had it with paying rent.
Bully for you.
So, do you want to, come and live with me? Help me make it through the night?
What's in that cough mixture?
Diphenhydramine hydrochloride, 14 milligrams. Dextromethorphan hydrobromide, 6.5
It was a
milligrams.
rhetorical question.
Mine wasn't.
I've forgotten yours.
Well, look, just have here. Superb Putney Fult, 3 bids, huge wreck, a K, it's got its own B, full CH, sole use of Gooden, low outgoings, huh? 79,250 pounds ONO. What do you think?
Marvin, I'm a country girl.
Country, you want country, right? Here's Parsons Green. That sounds pretty rural.
Marvin, you know I like you.
You like me? 2 o'clock this morning it was love, now it's like?
Well, I tried living with a man, it just didn't work out.
No, of course not. Your father is so much older
I mean
than
Nigel,
you.
Marvin.
What are we doing here? This is crazy. Last night, we go out, you come back here, you get up at the crack of dawn, you drive all the way back to the boondocks, you get undressed just to kid Ollie that you've been tucked up in bed all night with your teddy bear.
You don't understand.
Try me.
I didn't drive back for Daddy's sake, I drove back for my sake.
Oh, come on. Lynn, where are you coming from?
Look, what I mean is... Look, the bottom line is here, Marvin. I'm trying to get my space together, and you crowd in on me and start to screw up my head.
I really hate it when you talk American.
Oi, when's the big film starting?
Nice, hey! Hey!
What's the matter? You on the turn, is that?
No, I'm not that desperate. However, given another couple of weeks... Hey, what are you doing here? You're supposed to be in Jacksonville, Florida tonight.
Haven't you heard about Hurricane Doris?
Yeah. Wasn't she the chick who got stuck in the lift with the Sex Pistols? And when the fire brigade arrived, she was the only one who was still
No, you
warm?
pilot. Hurricane Doris is a hurricane. It's an act of God.
Yeah, you're telling me... Oh, no. You ain't brought around, have you?
No, Hurricane Doris, Lem. It's a natural disaster. It's laid waste half of Florida.
Oh, it's the same girl, mate. I'm only joking. Sit down. Take the weight off your feet. So what happened then? Oh, no, concert rained off.
You could say that, yeah. The last time they saw the stadium, it was floating down towards Cuba in 207 pieces.
Oh.
So I flew in from Dallas.
Well, Dallas, right, yeah.
Take care of some business.
Great. You can start by paying a few bills, mate. I'm brassic.
I left you 10,000 notes. What happened?
But what happened? The rate bill happened, the gas bill happened, the electricity bill happened.
So that's why you're sitting in the dark?
No, I was holding a séance. Oh, look, it costs a bloody fortune to run this gaff, Nigel.
No, I know. That's some of the business I come to take care of.
Oh, yeah? Can I guess at the other bit?
So how is she? She hasn't written for weeks.
That's because she's been busy writing.
I heard the new Kiki D single.
Yeah. Great, isn't it?
Well, it's all right if you like them kind of simple, commercial, top 5 hits. You know, it's fine. Yeah, fine.
Yeah.
She's still living down the road?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, you know how she is about her dad. I mean, she could never really cut the the belly button cord.
Because I thought she might have, shacked up with Marvin.
No. I think the month she spent shacking up with you put her off shacking up with anybody.
Oh, well, it's good to be back in the bosom of me oldest, bestest mate.
Terrific to have you back, Tex.
Well, come on, move your arse. Get the duty-free out the eye car. Won't drink itself, will it?
Right on. Kimosabe. Who was that masked man?
Belinda?
Daddy? Nigel!
Oh, you certainly know how to make a guy feel welcome, darling.
Are you all right?
Nothing a good orthopaedic surgeon wouldn't fix. Oh, you never used to go into martial arts?
You always went in for creeping up on girls unawares.
And since when did you turn into Olivia Newton-John?
Why aren't you in America?
I thought you'd be pleased to see me. Thanks very much.
Oh, I am. I'm just a little surprised.
Whoever you are in there, stand perfectly still. I am armed and quite prepared to shoot. What's more, I'm a crack shot.
Crack pot, he means.
Freeze!
Oh, look, it's Dizzy Gillespie. Hello.
You're supposed to be in America.
That's what everybody keeps telling me.
Why did you come back?
To take care of some business.
So you creep into the country at dead of night to avoid the taxman, no doubt. Do you mind? That's my wheelchair.
No, it's the tax man I'm doing business with. I'm going to sell the Grange to him.
But Nigel, you love that house.
Yeah, I love it, but I can't afford to keep it, can I? This way, the nation gets the house, and I get the revenue off my back.
Thank God for that. And presumably the National Trust will replace all that flashy Italian furniture with Chippendale and Hepplewhite.
No, it's nothing to do with the National Trust, Squire. It's going to the Ministry of Defence. Oi, happy talk. Come over here and countersign this, will you?
Hereby witness, the above Wally has totally sold out the establishment. Self.
It's not like that, Lem.
No, the government are writing off $250,000 back taxes in exchange for getting this place as a death factory.
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily. What do you think germ warfare research is about, eh? Cleaning right round the U-bend. I tell you, mate, your name's going to be 18-carat dung round here.
Don't worry me, mate. As soon as I clinch this deal, I'm back off to the States. For good.
Do what?
That is where I belong, Lem.
Belong? You come from Stockwell. Yeah.
Where are you going?
I'm going down a cottage. Ollie's organising the Churston Deckle Liberation Front against your tax cop-out.
Hello.
You want a contamination suit? You're going to talk to him.
He's having a moody.
I spotted that.
Didn't expect to see you after last night. So, your old man's organising the local mafia against me, is he? That's funny, I thought he would have been on my side, you know, thin red line and all that.
Oh, Daddy's gung-ho for the army, all right. He's just convinced that this will lead to Churston being invaded.
Who by the Russians?
No, peace protesters. The common Greenham women, he calls them. Littering our lanes and pitching their tents on our cricket square.
Yeah, he's just worried about property values, isn't he? Of course, that is the only legitimate reason for a Tory to organise a protest campaign.
Nigel,
So, are you coming back to the States with me, or are you going to stick with Marvin?
Well, it's not as simple as that.
Oh, no, of course not. I forgot. We mustn't leave Daddy out of the equation.
There is the little matter of what I want to do with my life.
And to think, when I heard you were teaming up with Marvin Furterman, I thought, well, he's no threat.
We
is he?
work well together.
Yeah, of course you do. You both got talent, haven't you? I mean, what am I? An old has-been. Half fender will travel.
I haven't said I won't come to the States.
No, don't worry, darling. I know how it pans out. I've seen A Star Is Born. Look, I know I didn't keep in touch as much as I should have done. But that doesn't mean I didn't miss you. Really.
And what about the identical triplets in your suite in Minneapolis? The
What
cheerleaders in
triplets?
Des Moines, Iowa. The air
come
hostess
on,
over
Bel-
Connecticut. The fast food
Look,
waitress.
Belinda, I made all them up.
Oh, Nigel, please don't treat me like an imbecile.
You don't really... Look, I'm much too old for all that. I just made up a few orgies for Lem's sake. I mean, they wouldn't let him in the country, would they? I thought he'd appreciate a second-hand thrill or two. I spent most of my spare time in the hotel room.
Watching blue movies.
Trying to write. Inspiration was in short supply. It was difficult without you. Especially when I heard how lovey-dovey you were getting with that Marvin Furterman.
Oh, jealousy's a great spur.
Anyway, I wrote you this. You can listen to it in a car on the way over to Marvin's.
Nigel, why must you keep hassling me?
Well, she talks rock and roll now, does she?
Look, I have to split.
Look, Belinda. Look, I don't just mean, like, live together this time. We could get married and everything.
Isn't bigamy illegal in California?
No, didn't I tell you? Like, Crazy Laura snared this multi-millionaire. We got a quickie divorce in Las Vegas. Didn't cost me a dime.
You serious?
Yeah, she even paid the legal costs. Look, of course I'm serious.
Where would we live?
Well, we've got the beach hut in Malibu. Now Laura's cleared out. We'd go for a paddle. Surfing. It never rains in Southern California. We could write together when I'm not on the road.
On the road.
Yeah, look, Belinda, Graf Spade's still big news in the States. We released the Greatest Hits album the other day, and it got straight in at #7. We can still fill stadiums.
And what do I do while you're filling stadia? Hang around backstage making chit-chat with the other groupies?
Look, you wouldn't be a groupie, would you? You'd be my old lady.
So far, we have managed to collect 634 signatures against the sale of the Grange. And I must especially commend Lem for collecting 74 of them from the girls' sixth form college.
Oh, well done, sir.
It's a pleasure.
Yesterday evening, I received a telephone call from Smith Square
Who's he?
Conservative Party headquarters.
asking us to desist from this embarrassing campaign until after the by-election.
And what was your reply?
I told them that this village wherein Purcells have dwelt for 7 generations took precedence even over the will of the grocer's daughter. No offence, Mrs. Beckett.
Does this mean you'll have to chuck it in as secretary at a local Conservative party?
On the contrary, I expect the Cabinet to come round to our way of thinking, especially since this morning's third leader in the Times, contaminating this green and pleasant land, photocopies of which will be available next week for house-to-house distribution.
Splendid.
Belinda, door!
She's in London, Gov.
Oh, yes. When she should be supporting her father in his finest hour.
I'll see who it is, all right?
Thank you. Now, is there any other business? Oh, yes. We had a letter of support from the Labour Party candidate, but I think we can do without that.
Miss Stevens.
How do you do? You must be new around here. Still, need all the support we can get.
Actually, Mr. Purcell, I'm from the Prime Minister's office.
She's changed her mind?
She never changes her mind. However, having considered the wider implications of this situation, she is prepared to make just the tiniest concession.
Okay, Minnesota. 6 ball in the corner pocket.
There, Marvin.
Shoot. You just cost me 25 G's.
Oh, you were being Paul Newman again, were you?
Sometimes it beats the crap out of being Marvin Fertelman, I'll tell you. So, where you been all my life? Haven't seen you for a couple of days?
Well,
oh, I know, it's all right. Lulu's back in town. I
Marvin,
understand.
please, let me get a word in edgeways.
I'm the lyricist around here. So you're off to California with a Band-Aid on your knee? Oh, you laugh, I'll die.
Marvin, Nigel's asked me to marry him.
Nigel is already married.
He got divorced in Vegas.
Oh, that's terrific. Now he's fighting dirty. Congratulations. I wish you a long, fruitful life together. If you happen to read in tomorrow's paper how a promising young lyricist OD'd on a cue ball...
I'm not going to.
I'm going to kill myself. You're not even going to read the papers?
I'm not going to marry Nigel. I'm not going to go and live in America.
Would you like to marry me?
Why does everybody want to marry me?
I don't know. I thought maybe you wanted children or something.
Oh, I've got you, Nigel, Lem, Daddy. What on earth do I need with children?
But you're choosing me over Nigel.
I'm choosing me over Nigel. With you, I'm an equal partner. With Nigel, I'm overshadowed by his name, his money, and his reputation.
Gee, my secret weapon, being pathetic.
Never mind. I love you. Like a sister.
You're such a bitch.
You must know that letter by heart now, Nige.
Yeah. I never thought she'd come, but I sort of hoped. I'll always care for you, but to grow as a human being, I need to keep my roots in my own soil. He probably wrote that for her. Thought at least she might have come and said goodbye personally.
Almost time, Nige.
I know. My attorney reckons he might be able to get you a visa next year if you're prepared to go on an anti-marijuana program.
What? Television?
Psychiatry?
No, thanks, no. No, I think I'll hang about here, you know, do some voluntary work. I mean, now they're going to turn the Grange into a home for wayward girls. Right, time to go, Nige.
You sound like one of them prison chaplains in a Jimmy Cagney movie.
Nige, you're going to Malibu, not the electric chair.
something in your
Roland,
heart.
you're a prat. I'll miss you.
Something that you need, something I can't find, something I can't find. Is it anything I've said or anything I've done? Am I holding on too tight to a woman on the run? But I could change my ways, just tell me what to say. Help me with the words, show me what to play, show me what to play. Say it ain't so, this is just a dream I'm having, baby, don't go. Hold me like it never happened, say it ain't so. I couldn't live without you, baby, baby, don't go. Say it ain't so, say it ain't so. This is just a dream I'm having, baby, don't go. Hold me like it never happened, say it ain't so. Remember in the air, skate. I couldn't live without you, baby, baby, don't go. Say it ain't so. You're walking across the floor, you're staring at the wall. Are you going out the door? Is there any hope at all? Are you having second thoughts? Could we give it one more day?